Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through reserved ports, guys. So basically about reserved ports and all these things we did discuss previously. So that is the reason why I'm just giving you a small introduction here, guys. Okay, so that you can write in your own words and you can explain it. Okay, so we know about ports, right? In transport layer, like in fourth unit and third unit, we discussed about these things in detail, right? Yes. Okay. So basically the ports from so basically a port is a 16-bit number, guys. So basically 16 bits means it can travel from 0 to 65535. The values can be ranging in between these things. Okay, so the first 1024, that is nothing but 0 to 1023, are well defined ports. So these ports cannot be given to anyone. Okay, so those are well defined. Like if you want some examples, 80 is for HTTP, 21 is for FTP, and there are multiple things which we discussed previously. Okay, so these are well defined ports. Similarly, 1024 to 4915, 153. Okay, so these are registered ports, guys. So some companies will be registering these things, guys. So if you want these port, you need to buy from that particular company. Okay, so similarly the ending, that is nothing but 491532 to 65535. So these ports are free to use, guys. So the client programs can use these ports. Okay, so in this way the ports are divided into three particular sets, and the first set is well defined, and these are registered, and these are ready to use. Okay. Okay, so this is a basic introduction about reports and their reserved ports, guys. Okay. Okay, so I didn't, guys, one more thing, I didn't find a notes for these two topics, guys. The topic name is socket options and asynchronous input. So socket options did not come in our examination, so you can take it for a choice if it comes, but make sure that you are searching for asynchronous inputs, guys. If I find it, I'll be sharing in our groups. If you find it, please comment down below so that I'll be pinning your comment. And if someone in future watches this video, they can refer it at least. Okay. Okay, so in the next lecture we'll be going through input output multiplexing, guys. Okay, so let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.